I never owned and never even wanted to own a luxury designer handbag from one of these 5 brands. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Today's video topic might be a little bit controversial because my friend Poola from the channel With a Touch of Luxury tagged me to share 5 luxury designer brands from which I never owned a bag and never even wanted one. And since we all know some luxury lovers out there might get a little bit catty if one shares to absolutely not love a brand they are absolutely obsessed with and possibly spend thousands on, this might be fun, so buckle up. When I heard that video idea, first I thought this might be quite tough, because I love to try out new brands. I'm curious to get to know the quality of luxury design houses I never owned anything from. And sooner or later, most brands come up with a design that I could fall for. But after some thinking, I managed to come up with 5 brands that I'm going to share with you today and my reasons therefore. First up, Bottega Veneta. I probably butchered up the pronunciation. I think this is a very tough Italian name. I know they are super hot at the moment and they absolutely do have some fun bags. But I don't see myself spending that kind of luxury designer money on a bag from a brand that is quite understated with their branding and logos. So basically each fast fashion brand out there has their own take on the popular Bottega bags and you see dupes of them literally everywhere. Why would I spend 2k on a mini Jody when I could get a genuine leather, unbranded, very well made handbag for €150 on Etsy that is giving off the very same vibe? Especially since Bottega is riding very much the trend wave and I don't see many of their designs being timeless forever pieces, at least for me. Second is Celine, and I'm so sorry to drop this in this video, because Paula, who tagged me, is a huge fan of Celine. She's been lusting over especially the Triumph bag for months now and probably she will buy one this year. My reasons to pick Celine are not as strong as the ones for Bottega. There just never was a bag at Celine that caught my eye to the point that I would consider to purchase it. I don't like the aesthetic of the older Celine canvas pieces too much. The pattern just doesn't speak to me. And most of the newer designs are somewhat too plain and minimalistic for me. I cannot really put it in words, because it's not that a bag has to be very loud for me. But something about Celine bags is just boring to me. And I feel like they are very good at creating trend bags as well, that have a huge hype face and then look outdated quite quickly. Best example, the trapeze bag. It was everywhere and now it just screams 2010s to me. My third choice will be another shocker, Dior. Dior oftentimes is ranked in the luxury handbag heaven, very close to the big 3, Louis Vuitton, Chanel and Hermès. But it's not for me. I think their prices are very high, especially considering that they do have outlets. I only ever would see myself buying a Dior bag either at a great price preloved or at an outlet. And since unfortunately the Dior boutique in one of my go-to outlets, Foxtown in Mendrisio, Switzerland, closed down a few years ago, chances are not too good that I will find the perfect Dior outlet bag. To pick Dior as a brand I don't want to own any bag of was quite a big stretch, because I actually do like quite some of their bags a lot. I just don't see myself spending Dior money on a Dior bag. And since I had to pick 5 brands, I thought I'll go with Dior as well. My fourth choice resulted from a point where I really had to start thinking a lot. What brands are out there, of which did I never own a bag, and did not even consider anything. And there I found inspiration in Paula's initial video, Givenchy. The only Givenchy that I can even name is the Antigona. And I never wanted that bag. As well as there was never any other Givenchy design that I lusted for. So that was quite an easy choice for me, with a brand that I did not even have on my radar too much. And to finish off this video with a bang, possibly even a scandal. It's no surprise that I don't own a bag from them, but I do not even lust for one. An Hermès bag. Not a Constance, not a Kelly, not even a Birkin bag. I do appreciate their timeless forever designs and I just have heard the very best about their quality and craftsmanship. If someone would want to gift an Hermès bag to me, I would be the luckiest girl in the world. But I'm absolutely not into the little games they play at Hermès. If I could go to a boutique, tell them what I want, and get the bag that I want. Yes, maybe. I could see myself spending that crazy amount of money on a handbag. But since that's not how buying an Hermès bag works most of the times, no, thank you. Going pre-loved on Hermès isn't an option for me either, for different reasons. First up, I would never feel safe spending that amount of money on a brand that I'm personally not very familiar with. I never even touched an Hermès bag in real life, and I definitely couldn't tell a super fake from an authentic bag. I don't want to place my hard-earned money to trust whatever authentication service, because if the worst case would happen and they made a mistake and I got a fake bag, I couldn't take it that I spent 10k and up on it, possibly without even knowing for decades. Even more significant to me, the pre-loved prices are higher than the retail prices. Why should I be so desperate for a bag that I probably would not even enjoy wearing because I always would have that crazy price tag on my mind, that I would be willing to pay more for it just for the greed of a reseller? There are thousands and thousands of other handbags out there that I could spend my money on instead, without a third party benefiting from an artificially constructed and pushed hype on a brand. Controversial, unpopular opinion, I know. If you own an Hermès bag, if you went the pre-loved route, you do you. This probably isn't an forever opinion on my end. If I ever swim in money, my feelings for Hermès and paying a premium on one of their bags might change. But for now, I don't see an Hermès bag in my life. What about you? Are there any luxury design houses you don't own anything of and never have dreamed of any of their bags? I hope no one took this video too personal, just because the 5 brands that I mentioned don't make my heart melt. That doesn't mean that they don't put out amazing bags, just at that point in time, none that I would spend my money on. But don't quote me on that. A great deal always has the potential to change my mind. So maybe in a few months we meet here again and do a Celine or Dior unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye! Did you hear that? Someone messaged me. I hate it when I forget to go in flight mode whilst filming. A luxury designer brand from which I always have to keep adjusting this sweater so that you can see the Burberry fabric, because you know, where's the fun if you do not even see it? I have no idea what to recommend you to watch next, so I'll just let YouTube do the job this time.